Everybody clap your hands right here. Woo! Yes, sir. Come on, choir. Everyone say, all hail. All hail. The King of Glory. King of Glory. All hail. All hail.
neighbor and say, this is the place. This is the place where God shows himself strong. This is the place where the devil gets off of my hind end. This is the place where God proves I'm his child. This is the place where the door opens for me. This is the place where the yoke is broken. This is the place where the enemy is destroyed. This is the place where I get my testimony. This is the place where the devil's back up. This is the place.
This is the place. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Pastor Dozier. As you can see, probably not out with normal live today. No worship unit, no band, no upper room band, no nobody. Just me today. Just me here today. I decided to do something different. Decided to let everybody, give everybody a week off. Obviously, there's some people that work a lot in ministry, behind the scenes, sound, singing, leaders. Everybody does so many things, and so I decided today to do something a little different. I hope it doesn't bother anybody too much, but I think it's still going to be helpful to us. I want us to go back into a service I did actually at the end, I believe the end of last year, 2019, before all the pandemic stuff came. And I was talking specifically, I was at a leadership conference, and I was talking specifically to leaders, not just leaders in ministry, leaders in homes, leaders in business, a lot of people who seek to be CEOs and things. And there's some key things I think we misunderstand as Christians. So first question is, hey, are you a believer? Do you believe in Christ? Because if you don't believe in Jesus, go ahead and drop your name in here right now. We'll go ahead in the comments and we'll pray for you, get you saved. But if you are saved and you are a Christian, I think there's some keys, some components that'll be helpful to you as a leader. I came from a scripture. For me, past scripture is in Jeremiah chapter 18. Jeremiah chapter 18, and I'll read the verses now. I'm not going to preach from here, but we're going to go to some of those. Jeremiah chapter 18, I'm in verses 1 through 4. Jeremiah chapter 18, verses 1 through 4. And it reads, the word which came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, verse 2, arise and go down to the potter's house, and there I will cause thee to hear my words. Then I went down to the potter's house, and behold, he wrought a work on the wheels, and the vessel that he made of clay was marred in the hand of the potter. So he made it again another vessel, as seemed good to the potter to make it again. Verse 4 says, and the vessel that he made of clay was marred in the hand of the potter. I spoke from a subject, from a thought, and I was in Virginia with a great friend of mine, Pastor Nate. Pastor Nate's a great friend of me, him and his wife, Ebony. And we did a Spirit and Truth conference there. What was great about Virginia was I spoke from a theme and thought, I think it was a 90s theme, talk to the hand. So listen, without further ado, share this video, invite someone to our page. We're going to go into this word together. I'll be back with you in a few moments, but I want us to dive into the word together today. I'm talking to all leaders, leaders of home, leaders of business, potential leaders. I'm talking to you today. I believe God has a word for you. So without further ado, let's go in live. Come on, I need to hear your comments. Help me out. Talk to the hand. You may take your seats in the presence of the Lord. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Don't have time to lay a good foundation. I would deal with the fact that, guess what, out of all the senses in your body, out of your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your ears, the one thing that you use absolutely more than your ears and even your sight is your hands. I don't have time to deal with the comparison that no matter who you are, no matter who your child or your father or your mother is, and even though we have traits that seem alike, there is no hand that is alike. Here's what's difficult to understand as Christians today is the Bible never charged your mind. The Bible says whatever your hand find to do. In some kind of way, through our times, our mind is doing a lot. You find an average leader now, they're mentally doing a lot, but their hands ain't doing a lot. If you come from where I come from, they'll say, don't talk about it.
Oh, y'all know what side of town? Okay. I'm saying this because if you're not careful, we'll become now everybody's trying to be so deep, and everybody now has to try to give you now the sovereignty and the real meaning behind it. Now you got to take Aramaic and Greek and Hebrew, all because now people are trying to get you in the mind of things, and the problem is not the mind. Everybody, now we're the smartest ministries of all time. Old folks say we're the laziest ministries of all time. Because we never caught value of our hand. What's strange though is leading to all statistics. 87% of everybody in this room, 87% of everybody in this room use your hands now more frequently than any other generation before you. 87% more than any other generation before you. So your hands are moving. And I just believe the devil's greatest job, because he has over 2,000 years of experience on whooping on Christians, is to try to deceive us. And he does his best work when you don't think he's there. People ask you how you're doing, but I need you to do something for me tonight. Look at your neighbor and say, how your hand doing? Don't wait for an answer now. Wait. And so let me take off here. I got to come around the corner here right quick. I'm finna cut a sharp turn. Put the seatbelts on. I'm gonna move a little fast, but I promise you I get that in a little bit. Let's deal with the sovereignty. The Bible says right in the beginning, verse 1, it says, "Go." The Bible says, "Go get a word. Get to the potter's house to hear." In the Bible says, I'm just talking the text. The Bible says the word which came to Jeremiah from the Lord saying, which means he's saying, now go to the house to hear. Some things you can't hear on your phone. Leaders, stop. We got this attitude now that, well, I already know what pastor's doing. No, and you got to hear it. I know we don't like to talk this kind of stuff no more, because the Bible said, he that hath an ear, let him hear. Y'all didn't hear what I said. And so what happens is you have to sometimes let yourself hear. So everyone says, God told me to tell you. If you go to the average, African American church, you hear somebody. If you go to church at least 2 Sundays, somebody gonna tell you, God told me to tell you. But nobody says he told me to say nothing. Nobody tells you God told me to shut up. But I know a God, the God that I serve, will tell you to shut up. See, now it takes real leadership now. When you finally start maturing in God, you finally start hearing God say, don't say a word. And so it's strange, because he's saying, now, I'm asking you to go to hear. The word of the Lord is saying, go hear. Here. Come around the mouth. So hear this. Bible says, I will cause thee to hear. I'm in verse 2. I'm trying to stick with the text. Then I'm going to show you something. I'm going to be out of here. I will cause thee to hear. And here's the reason why leadership, you got to understand something. And I don't have time. I don't have time, Dozier. Why are you trying to think about that in a time like this? Here's the reason why you have to make sure you're careful about, guess what, everything that comes and everybody that's in your ear. I know we'll talk about it no more. We look at pastors now as it's somebody God called and he just preach all the time, she preach all the time. But the truth of the matter is, God has ordained and strategically placed them in your life, because what? Because he said, I'll cause you to hear. That's why most times you're in service, man, I don't know, it's like you're talking to me today. I don't even thinking like this. I can tell you what happened. The book said, I'll cause you to hear. Here's why you can't miss worship service. You can't miss Bible study. Call yourself a leader, talking about you've been saved 5 years. Who cares how long you've been saved? The Bible says there are times in your life where storms will come against you and it'll clog up your ears. And God said, when you get in the right place, I'll cause you to hear. I'm coming around the mic. Let me go. So here it is. He said, I cause you to hear. He says, God can cause you to hear. Now here's it. Most people shout about Jeremiah chapter 20. Y'all know Jeremiah chapter 20, verse 9, where God's word said, it's like a burning fire. Shut up in my bone. Right? Jeremiah chapter 20, verse 9, burning fire. Shut up in my bone. So. But to truly understand where I'm going, you must truly understand where I came from. Okay, y'all miss it. You trying to shout with Jeremiah in Jeremiah chapter 20, burning fire. We in Jeremiah chapter 18. Oh, y'all miss shout again. Y'all make me work tonight. I work. No matter. That's 2 more minutes. Oh, here we go. So to truly understand where I'm going, you must truly understand where I came from. And in order to know and to understand, oh my God, his praise in chapter 20, you must understand his process in chapter 18. Okay, y'all miss a shout. I said again. To really understand, well, I can't stay still. Sometimes you can't shout with me in my chapter 20. Yeah, that's my praise, baby. You got to understand my process in chapter 18. Oh, Lord, y'all don't want to hear what I'm saying. Somebody shout process. So we call him the weeping prophet. Y'all sit down, we just talk. They call him the weeping prophet, weeping over God's people. People won't do right. So God wanted to show Jeremiah the relationship between him and his people. Okay, I'm coming around the mouth. Hear this. So God's being the potter and us being the clay, indicating that all the tools we need are in the house. Somebody shout us in the house. Every tool, every piece to your puzzle and ministry is in the. Somebody shout us in the house. So here's the scene. The potter had a vision of what could become. I don't have time. I need you to catch this. The potter had a vision of what could become. Could become. See, he looks around and finds some clay. And the Bible says the potter picks up the clay, and then he. But I don't want to go too fast because that's good. That just know you picked up. I'm sorry, y'all. I just got started. This ain't really how I'm supposed to do this. But anybody just grateful and happy to God that God picked you up? I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay focused here. When you really been in the mud, you just glad to be picked up. When you really been stepped on and spit on and stomped on by phony acting people and Negroes rejected you, packed you down. And doesn't it just feel good to know that God picked you up? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm talking about it don't matter if they invite you to the clique, the club. I'm just grateful that God picked me up. And I know y'all can't give God praise, but there's about 13 people in here that can say, Lord, I thank you for picking me up. If you don't pick my money up, thank you for picking me up. Anybody grateful that God picked them up? Oh my God, hell tried to hold me down, but the Lord said pick me up. I'm sorry, anybody from the old church said he'll pick you up. Y'all sit down, we're just talking. So he picked them up. Those are out of there. He picks you up. He picks you up. Stick with the text, those. Puts you up and puts you on the wheel. Put you on the wheel. Here's what's tough about leadership. You get saved. He picked you up. We got to be careful about some of the stuff the grandma was saying. I need to put that in the next book because notice they said he'll pick you up in. Now he picks you up and he literally puts you on the wheel. Here's how you know you're in real leadership. Here's how you know God's hand is on you. Here's how you know God's trying to create more chapters in your life. Everything starts spinning. Here's how you know you're in leadership right here. When you start saying, if it ain't one thing, I know y'all don't want to be real. What my real folks say, I know I'm in leadership because everything seems to be. If it ain't this, it's that. If it ain't that, it's this. Somebody came here tonight, even though you're standing still, deep down inside you. Somebody shout spinning. You go spinning before this is over. Here comes that. I believe Jeremiah was the first one to tell you. I don't know. I know y'all been saved a long time. When I was growing up, my mama had a little song. You got me going in. Let me tell you what mom was trying. I was a little kid. Mom was dealing with something. What she was really saying is, I'm trying to love God, but I got another situation, and it got me. I'm spinning. Some of y'all grew up born in the 80s, late 70s. Another song, I don't want to call him. I'm just going to say his name. I don't want to say his name. But he had a voice like a mosquito, but he had a little song called Merry Go Round and Round. Let me tell you what old brother Sweat was trying to describe. He was trying to describe the spinning in your. I'm sorry. Let me get all the saved folks. I've had some good days. I've had some hills to climb. I've had some. Let me tell you what he was really singing about. He said, I'm going to sing a song about ups and downs. Then he'll try to trick you and say, but I won't. Let me tell you what he was really doing. I won't complain, but I will keep. Real folk, raise your hand. I'll just talk to y'all here. God puts you on the wheel because it's a place of processing. Let me say it again. God puts you on the wheel because it's a place of processing. Somebody is saying, God, stop the spinning. You want me to hear you, God? Stop the spinning. You want me to focus on ministry? I can't. How do I focus on ministry with so much spinning? Because I will not stop the spinning, because you can never be who God destined you to be without the spinning on the wheel. Ask anybody that has any piece of success. I promise you, when you get through listening to the testimony, they'll tell you there were times in my life that all I was doing was spinning on the wheel. Touch a neighbor right quick and say, have you been on the wheel? I can't hear nobody. I said, touch everybody in your section right quicker and shout, have you been on the wheel? Come on, find you somebody that look like they really been a blood-washed believer, saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost. Somebody shout, have you been on the wheel? All right, I got to move. Holy Ghost. Oh, Lord. I got to do this. I got to move. Because y'all happy now. Y'all be mad at me later. So let me go. If you take your notes, write these 3 things down. It's really important. 3 things you got to understand. If you are a leader here today, you're a person that's striving to be closer to ministry. Some of y'all are leaders that don't know it. Some of you should be leaders of leaders that don't know it. And you're missing your blessing. You're missing your chapter 20 because you don't understand your process in chapter 18. Look at your neighbor and say, there's another chapter to your life. 3 quick things.
Hey, if you're just tuning in, we're watching a live video. We're live, but we're watching a video from Virginia. And it's specifically to leaders, people, it's to everyone, every child of God. But if you're just tuning in, there's no worship unit. So if you're waiting on our great worship unit to sing, they're not going to be singing today. Sorry. And our upper room band is not here. I'm going back to a leadership conference that I was in. Isn't it good, y'all, to see people all together? I can't wait till we do all that. It wasn't that great just to see everybody together. I can't wait till we do it again. But I don't want to interrupt the word of God, so I'm getting ready to give you some good principles. If you're taking notes, these are the moments to write these notes down. For every potential leader, if you're a Christian, let's get back into the word together. Share and like this. I'm going back.
3 quick things I want to tell you right quick that you got to understand why you're spinning. Because see, Pastor Dozier, I didn't come and press my way here tonight for you just tell me I'm spinning. I knew that. I could have preached that sermon before I got here. What I need your help is tell me what I need to understand. The Bible says in all I getting. So if you're going to lead, you got to understand. 3 things you got to understand while you're on the wheel. 3 things you got to understand while you're on the wheel. First thing, I don't try not to tear it up. I try not to tear it up. Please try to stay with me. Amen. Y'all just calm down, want to calm down. And we try to stay here together. Don't think about nothing, because you know the Bible says, the old saints say you think about the goodness of Jesus. Don't think about nothing. Let me get through my 3 points. And I promise y'all we'll go eat some chicken, something. We'll be all right. Okay, here we go. First thing you got to understand while you're spinning on the wheel is God's power. Everybody say God's power. God's power. This is important. Watch this. Now, clay cannot mold itself. Back in there, I used to try to make this other example. I'm not going to use it now. But clay cannot mold itself, but God has the power. So clay is similar to cement. Okay, let me come get you. Cement can't mold itself. Has anybody seen a cement truck on the road before? Okay. The truck was created to keep. Did you know when the driver out the truck, he home, the truck still is? Oh, okay. So now, hear this now. Clay's the same way. It will get too hard. It'll get too hard. Get too stubborn. Get stuck up. Hard to come to church. It'll get too hard to tithe because it can't mold itself. It done got too hard. Some of y'all wouldn't be here today. So God so only God has the power, oh my God, to allow you to think you still. But he says, I'll let you get your praise on, but to keep you in process, even while you're sleeping, baby. Somebody here knows what I'm talking about. You're still. Y'all don't want to have no church here. So I'm spinning on the wheel of life, but God's power can mold me. Okay, I don't want to get into this. He has the power to become. He has the power to become. Say that. He has the power to become. Okay, I'm coming around to my head. As you're spinning, he gives you power. Raise your hand, all the real folk, right quick. I'll talk to y'all. Truth be told, some of the spinning you complain about, God gave you the power that you have today. I don't want to tell no more. Can I go and tell? Can I blow the whistle on you? Some of the stuff that you're frustrated about in your past got you here praising God today. You had to meet some. You had to be brother spinning. You had to be in a relationship with sister spinning, working at spinning enterprises. God had to have you in a spinning ministry before you got here. God said, that's what got you praising me now. Only God has the power. Oh my God. So much how God's got the power. God's got the power to mold and make me. When I was growing up, I'm sorry. When I was growing up, we won't sing this kind of song in my church no more, unless I sing them. When I was growing up, I grew up in church and they take the shoes off in the back. You knew it was going down. 45 minutes of power, power, power. We need your power. 45 minutes. Power. Okay. I can tell y'all who wrote the song. Brother and sister spinning. And they came to church and said, I don't care what they say. Now we singing all kinds of different stuff. There was a time they said, look, all I know what I'm dealing with outside of here. And I can't make it with the spinning in my life without your power. Somebody shout, I need his power. I need his power. So y'all sit down, we just talk. So I got to move. God's power. If you don't understand this, I'm telling you, don't shout with me 5 minutes from now. While you're spinning, you got to understand the power in your hands. You are clay. And your only job is to keep spinning. Don't get hard on him. You so hard. Now, somebody supposed to be here tonight. I don't need that. What they doing? Pastor always trying to do this new stuff. You done got too hard. And you going to miss your chapter 20. Because you're trying to skip process. I'm through. Here we go. Second thing, not just you got to understand about God's power. You got to understand God's plan. Everybody say that. God's plan. I ain't talking about Drake. This is Pastor Dozier. Everybody say God's plan. Okay, here it is. God has a plan. Listen to me closely. Just because the clay doesn't look like much, it doesn't mean anything to God. Why? Because God has a. Okay, y'all understand what I'm saying? When you look at a bucket of clay, it's not appealing. When last time you saw somebody post a picture of mud, clay, Facebook, Instagram? No. Pastor leaders, you must know God has a plan. See, people always want to try to post chapter 20. You can't get to chapter 20, and that's what's wrong with a lot of our ministries. We see chapter 20, but we don't want to deal with chapter 18. God has a plan. I'm coming around the mountain. Here you go. So here it is. I know. Maybe when you're doing ministry, maybe your ministry don't look like much. Maybe that building may not look like you want it. The ministry may not be like you want it. Your life may not be like you want it. I know some of y'all on the phone right now, but who am I preaching to? I remember when God was showing me my ministry, it wasn't pretty. Let me go a little step further. My situation wasn't pretty either. Let me go a step further. My financial status wasn't pretty either. Y'all understand what I'm saying? My finances needed some Pepto-Bismol. It was backed up. I'm sorry, let's right here. So much how God's got a plan. And I remember moving from building to building to another building and then going to nothing but a room. But God had a plan. I remember trying to explain in an open a bunch of close. I remember leaders coming in and we had about 7,000 square foot, and I'm trying to explain them. I want to do this here, and I see God moving this here, and they were just looking. Because I understand that's the problem with some of our real ministry, because we give people false pretenses of what real success is, because we try to pump everybody with chapter 20s and we try to skip over your chapter 18s. We shout with everybody about Resurrection Sunday, but we don't talk enough about Good Friday, because most people don't really like process. But once you get in the process, you start understanding God has a plan. Anybody going through this much spinning, God has to have a plan. Anybody been dealing with the stuff I've been dealing with, God has to be having a plan. Don't let a season of spinning make you forget that God has a plan. You know what the word says in Philippians 1:6, being confident, oh my God, of this very thing, that he was begun to spinning in my life, he will perform it, oh Lord, until the day of Jesus. Somebody shout, God's got a plan. Y'all know 1 Corinthians 2:9, I have not seen, ear have not heard, what my real folk have, neither has entered into the heart of man the things which God has prepared for them that love him. Somebody shout, God's got a plan. A plan. You must understand the spinning is because God's plan. I believe there's about 15 people here tonight. Only about 15 of y'all. Radical leaders, believers in a place tonight that has experience, had some experiences in ministry on the wheel. And they will witness, because of the spinning, I know now that God has a, okay, y'all sit down, we're just talking. I need every really blood-washed believer here in the Spirit of Truth conference right quick that believes, regardless of what it looks like, that God has a plan. Somebody just shout, I know God has a plan. I need some of y'all to get a little more stank on that, put a little more hood on that. Somebody shout, I know God has a plan. Some of y'all ain't helping me. Can y'all please help me preach? Please stand on your feet. Here's your cardio moment. Some of y'all ain't had no cardio in the last 2 months. Please stand on your feet. Encourage 3 people close to you. Tell them, you should know God has a plan. You should know God has a plan. Come on, tell them. Find 3 people. You should know God has a plan. I can't hear nobody. You should know that God has a plan. With all the hell you've been catching, you should know that God has a plan. Just look at all the devils you fought in the last 2 weeks of your life. You should know that God has a plan. For some of us, it was tough just making the conference, but just because you came in here tonight, you should know that God has a plan. Somebody pressed their way. The accident couldn't stop you. It might have stopped somebody else, but there's some people in here tonight that should shout, I know God has a plan. Oh, Jesus Christ. Y'all sit down. I'm trying to be through. I'm coming around the mountain for the last time. Here I come. First thing. Oh, somebody shout, God's got a plan. If I could preach to Pastor Dozier 3 years ago, I slap that Negro and say, sit down somewhere. God has a plan. You can't quit on God when he got a plan. You can't give up on ministry when God's got a plan. You can't stop tithing when God has a plan. God has a plan. And let me do this for the sidebar. He ain't got to send you no email reminder, no postcard to let you know what kind of plan he got. Your job is to keep on. Oh, y'all sit down. Here we go. I'm done. Why am I almost? Section right here, a little quiet right here, right there. Y'all cost 2 more minutes for the whole, for everybody, right there. Amen. Right that section, right up in there, right up in here, right up in there. First thing, you know what I'm saying? God's power. Everybody say God's power. God's plan. Lastly, while spinning on the wheel, you must understand. And I'm trying not to touch clever. God's patience. It's finna get tight now. Look at your neighbor and say, if you don't put your little church finger up, it's time to leave now. If you want to. Hit it. I could talk about children of God, ministries, and most of us lack patience. Say, man, I'm not going to talk about this easy preach. I'm not going to do the easy preach. Most folks shout over money, bigger houses, cars, flossing, new love, new cars, enlarge my territory, favor of God. But what Pastor Dozier shout about all the time, what I love the most about God is God's patience. See, he was so patient with me. Oh, I don't have no real folk in here today who can be real. Can somebody praise God for his patience? Now don't act like that. You know, for some of us, this spinning is only taking so long. It's because God has been patient with you. It ain't that God can't make something with you. It ain't that he can't work something out with your marriage. It ain't that he can't work something out with your marriage. The spinning is taking so long because God is sitting back trying to see how long you gonna keep suffering unnecessarily. How long you gonna talk about trusting me? Somebody shout, God is patient. Patient, patient, patient as he pushes out mess, spinning, pushing out mess, pushing out pain, pushing out bitterness. Oh, y'all won't have no church. Pushing out stubbornness. Yes, the spinning is the patience of God. He's waiting on you. Oh, Lord, I'm gonna get in trouble. He's waiting on a liar. Stop lying. He waiting on the alcohol drinker, the weed smoker, the powder snorter, the crack burner. Waiting on you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. He waiting on you. He waiting on you to put down your Black and Milds, your Newports, your prescription drugs. Some of y'all hooked on Benadryl and Nyquil. He's waiting on you. Trying to figure out, he's waiting on you. How you rush to work at 8, but you can't get to church at 10? I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you to treat God's house like you treat your Sprint bill, your cell phone, how you treat cable. I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you to think about God's house like you think about your hair and your nails. I'm waiting on you. Oh, y'all don't want to have no church. He waiting on the woman, the man of God, spinning until you break those bad habits, to your habits, your desires, but you forget to honor God's plan. He said, I'm waiting on you. Spinning. And God's patiently waiting. Sometimes the ministry can't grow because God is waiting on the leaders to grow. Who you gonna lead and all you do is talk and stay on your phone? Who we gonna bring in and watch you? He said the ministry can't grow because the leaders won't grow. He said, but because I love you, I'm patient. Somebody shout God's patience. Yeah, that's right. Now, why is somebody here tonight? You here because of God's patience. You know you used to be drinking, stinking, oh Lord, slurping, twerking, oh my God, sipping and tipping. Look straight ahead. I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to the person beside you. Oh my God. God was patient, y'all. When you didn't even know he was waiting on you, he was patient. Anybody real enough to say, Lord, you was waiting on me when I was playing in my phone, dating the wrong nigga? Somebody shout, he was patient with me. Patient. And now you're stronger, wiser, all because of God's patience. Y'all sit down. I gotta go. I got too much. I got to live. I'm right there where I need to be. Y'all sit down, please. So hear this. Please hear me. Here's the question that every leader in the room is asking without telling me. Lord, if you're not going to stop the spinning, what do I do? Like for real, God. Like if I got to just stay spinning, what am I really supposed to do in my life if the spinning don't stop? Pastor Dozier, thank you for coming. This is a cute little message. I don't need help. You tell me I'm spinning. I need help with the spinning in my life, in my ministry, in my marriage, spinning in my mind. Can you please help me with that, sir? Bishop, Mr., whoever? Please help me. Don't forget this. I don't want to shout right here. But God told me to tell a few people here today why you're spinning and you're frustrated because of the spinning. God said, now you can't forget to look under the table and see whose foot is on the wheel. You only seeing this is what I'm about to say. Eyes have not. He said, while you're spinning, he said, you may not see me, but don't forget whose foot is. on the wheel. I praise him tonight because the God I serve, his foot is on the wheel. I thank God for being in control of the spinning in my life. Oh, my preacher too. I said, I thank God for being in control of the spinning in my life. The devil don't got no control of nothing. If the devil could have got control, he would have took you out of ministry, took you out of God. But somebody shout, God is in control, and his foot is on the wheel. And if his foot is on the wheel, hell, no weapon formed against me. So if his foot is on the wheel, you start knowing all things work because his foot is on. All right, please write this down if you write something down. Ultimately, here we go. Ultimately, I got to get back. That's what I'm y'all to say. We're shouting. I don't give you any really context, give you anything informational and inspirational. Hear this. Ultimately, the spinning is to make the clay willing to change. Okay. Ultimately, the spinning is to make the clay willing to change, willing to put your phone down. Don't cry to God after church. You're not willing to focus. You're not willing to trust God. You're not willing to have faith. He said the real truth about the spinning is trying to keep the clay willing to change. If you're not willing to change, God can't use you. Ain't nothing worse than a piece of clay that done got hard. When I was growing up, I'm going to try to get this right. Shay helped me out. The team. I think it was called Play-Doh. Play-Doh. I don't know why they gave that to kids. I don't know if they sell it no more, but they ought to stop it. The moment you open it, you can't do nothing else with it. Because it got too. And I know it might have been a little expensive to get some clay to keep moving, but why would you sell me something that's already too? I'm so glad y'all help me preach it. Why would you go to your church and give your pastor something that's already? Why come to church and say you want to help serve and you just too? I'm sorry. Y'all sit down with yourself. Let me get out the way. Y'all don't want y'all mad with me. Same people, leaders that refuse change won't be used much longer. If you still got to have a 1, 2, 3 step, it almost has to have a recipe for you to follow God. He can't use you. See, you must remember whose foot's on them. God is in control. This is why I don't believe. This is why I don't believe in all these recipe ministries. People always want a recipe for preaching, a recipe for singing, a recipe for prayer life, a recipe for anointing. God will never give you a recipe, because then you would think the recipe is your God, and then you start telling God how to do it. Now you got singers say, I don't go like this because this how right here is going to be good right here on flow. You can't tell God how he'll flow. He'll sit your sorry, half living right self down and flow through somebody sitting on the interstate right now. I'm sorry. God healed many blind folk in the Bible. But he healed them all differently. One blind man spit on the ground, made a mud pie. Another blind man, Jesus spit, touched him twice. Power to touch. Spit in the eye. Another blind man, Bartimaeus, y'all know he just spoke to him. The power of his word. To show the world there's many ways to bless you. Look at your neighbor, help me preach that. Say, there's many ways to bless you. Come on, find somebody in front of you, behind you, say, there's many ways to bless you. I need somebody to get a little loud. Touch your neighbor and say, don't get mad with nobody else who don't help you, who didn't work out. God has many ways to bless you. I feel God moving in here. Somebody shout, get ready. I know I'm not T.D. Jakes. I'm not even big enough to stand in his clothes. I just need somebody here to understand. God's getting ready to bless you in a different way. I don't know who I'm preaching to today. God said, you've been spending so long, you forgot, baby. I'll bless you any kind of way. You better stop worrying about this. You better stop letting Trump and everybody else make you half racist. God said, I use anybody to bless you. I use the supervisor that thought they didn't like you. I bless you any kind of way. I remember the old church saying, Lord, any way you bless me, I'll be satisfied. Somebody stop and never right quick and shout, get ready. Get ready for God to use somebody you wasn't expecting to bless you. Get ready for different streams of income. Get ready for God to give you different ideas and different concepts. Get ready for God to change your sleep patterns. Start waking you up so you can get your prayer life back again. Somebody shout, get ready. Get ready. Churches, get ready. God gonna start messing up your service. Get ready. God's gonna start messing up your little agenda. Get ready. God's gonna rip up your little plans. Get ready. Get ready for a change. You can't explain it. You don't know why it happened. Slap somebody close and shout, just get ready. Get your ministry ready. Get your kids ready. Get your house ready. Get the book ready. Get your mind ready. Get the business ready. Who am I preaching to? Somebody shout, get ready. Y'all sit down. Brother Clarence already know. All of that was just introduction.
Okay, listen. So all that was introduction. I know that you've been watching this a while, but this is what I really need you to pay attention to. This is really important. It's a unique example I use, but I want y'all to catch this. For every would-be leader, anyone that's trusting God for some level of new concepts, ideas, dreams, I really need you to tune into this part because you got to understand how God deals with you specifically, all while you're going through the spins and things of life. So this is good. Hey, also, if you have not already shared or invited someone to this video, please do. I believe that God has a word. I think God is using the place specifically. God's just doing some great things, and I want to make sure everybody gets part of it. So, without further ado, I want to hold everybody up again right now. But let's go back. Let's go back to the word, and then we'll be done. Okay. Boom.
It's the introduction. It's not my point. Don't need to go to the text. I was talking about the clay. Telling y'all, sorry for the text. Y'all give me about 4 minutes. I'm gonna preach, really try to help you, and then we can go on. Pump your brakes. Here it is. The problem. There's a problem in the text. I don't call it a problem. It's a tough word. There's a flaw. There's an imperfection. There's a deficiency that complicates the spiritual proclivities of the theologian. Yeah, it does. If you're not careful, it's very, because it neutralizes the anthropomorphic truth in his mind. Okay, let me come get y'all. Here it is. Dozier commentary. It makes a preacher, if he's really studying God's word, make you start tripping. I'm in verse 4. Jeremiah chapter 18, verse 4. Here it is. I need y'all to catch this. The Bible says, and the vessel that was made of clay was marred in the hand of the potter. Okay, so easy preach, you know the easy preach, the easy preach is, hey, this is why you got messed up. You should have stayed in his hand. Should have stayed in church. Should have stayed worshiping. But the Bible says it was marred. I need y'all to understand something. Listen, let me back it up. Listen, it says the vessel that he made of clay. He made it. Y'all missed it. The vessel that he made of clay was marred, was messed up in his hand. Marred in his hand. Are you saying I could be a leader and marred? It's quiet now. I know. No one wants to admit you can have flaws in his hand. Oh, Lord. So to get to, you can be crap and still in his hand. You could be sick. I know. We calling every sickness now a demon, but you could be sick. And God used sickness as a vehicle to keep spinning in your life. And you could be sick and still be in his. I was talking to one of our brothers. I said, you could be divorced and still in his hand. I'm sorry. Hate to say this. You could be broke. Still in his hand. Oh my God, please remember this now. The issues are not with the potter. Please catch this. The issue is not with the potter, but it's with the clay he working with. Okay, I'll try to catch off to the text. I told you it had me tripping. It wasn't that see, sometimes when God spins you enough, you didn't notice that was a problem. until you kept. I don't want to get in trouble. It's not the hand that's the issue. It's the clay in the. So the Bible says, because of what he saw marred in his hand, he made it again. I really don't, y'all have time. If I had time, I tell you God's gonna bless your job again, your body again, your mind again. I would tell you that. But I take away from the text. I don't know no other way to get through this. I gotta let you go. Somebody shout, do it again, Lord. I don't want to argue why he chose to make it again. Last time I was here, I told y'all it is. Yeah. Why he do it? I was growing, they sung a song. I don't know why Jesus loves me. I don't know why he can. I don't know why he sacrificed life. I'm just glad he did. So I don't want to argue why he made it again. Is the Bible says he did it because everything stayed in this. When he picked it up, it was in this. He put it on the wheel, it was still in this. He started spinning it, it was still in it. He started forming it, it was still in this. Took it off the wheel, now it's a vessel. Still in this. Bible says he saw the vessel marred, but it was in this. Okay. Time for y'all to go. Get y'all something to eat. It's been real. So here it is. Hope my wife can forgive me because I use our daughter all the time. I'm out of town. I'm out of another state. I'm going to use my daughter. She's just the best example of anything, any child I've ever met in my life. Here it is. Here we are, Spirit Truth Conference. I know we're set aside in this time to pour in the leaders, pour in the people that are serving. But I'm not a savers, y'all. Back in Florida, I grew up in the hood. St. Pete one time. Grew up a little different. So I was, so as a father, I told my daughter, I think it's important to you as a young black woman know how to play cards. You're a young black woman. I know y'all understand this. I'm sorry, saints. I'm sorry, all my old saying, but as a young teenage black girl growing up in a world full of trials and trumps, I'm sorry, of trials and tribulations, I think she needs to know how to play spades, tongue, uno. You black, 2019. I believe it's gonna be difficult. You go through life like the rest of us. You know how to play spades, tongue, uno. If you don't know after, I'll catch you after. So here it is. Pray for me, saints. This is all I know how to think about. So with a regular deck of cards, it's easy to teach spades and tongue. But for her to learn how to play Uno, you have to have Uno cards. Okay, I don't know if anybody here was born before 1990, but Uno cards today are different. Okay, different. They're different. So I had we got Uno cards. I'm telling her. So we had a few people at the house, and so I had to get my Uno game back up. Let her know I don't believe in letting kids win and all that. I drag you and just had to let her know. Let me get my Uno game up. Where my real folk at? I don't talk to y'all, please. Okay, so Uno game up. And I'm doing my thing. Y'all know I'm talking stuff. My daughter, draw forward. Skip. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Skip again. Wow. Draw two. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm giving her the business. And then, you know, Uno. One card left. I'm selling that, talking stuff. You ain't got it. I know you ain't got no red. I seen your hand. I said it's over. So what you gonna do, Scott? Yeah. And I'm noticing somebody's face was not as puzzled. I'm saying, yeah, I'm talking, Cam. What you gonna do? I see you got 16 cards in your hand. What you gonna do? I'm looking saying, what you gonna do? My daughter Scott pulls out a card I never seen before. Oh my God. The card she throws down is the card that says switch hands. I'm sorry, y'all. I just got to get out of here. I said, what kind of mess is this? I got the best hand. You got 16 cards in your hand. After everything I did to get the hand I got, she knew I had to win a hand, y'all. She knew I had to win a hand. She watched me because she knew I had to win a hand. My daughter said, come on, Daddy. Take what I got and give me your hand. It's been real. Spirit of Truth Conference. Good to see everybody. I just came to tell some people in here tonight that got too many cars, that got too many issues, got too much drama, got too much pain, got too much mess in your life. If you're in here tonight, just tell God the same thing my daughter told me. Somebody shall take what I got and give me your hand. I need everyone in here that's expecting to win this year. I need everyone in here that's expecting to win financially. I need everyone in here that's expecting to win in their ministry to open your mouth, look up towards heaven, and shout, God, take what I got and give me your hand. I can't hear nobody in here. Somebody shout, take what I got and give me your hand. Who in here needs God's hand in your ministry? Who in here needs God's hand in your money? Who in here needs God's hand in your mind tonight? I just came all the way from town just to tell a few of y'all that at this very moment, God is giving you the winning hand. He said, I let you spin. Same thing I did with my daughter. Talk, cat, bah, bah. And I noticed something. She started growing up on me. She didn't do it at school. I noticed that even though I talked stuff, something wasn't moving her. And even though she saw my car's going down, she recognized that guess what? She says, Dad, I'll never forget it. She says, now come on, Daddy. Take what I got and give me your hand. I gotta go. I need to remind somebody here today that God has the winning hand. He just needs you to say, Lord, take what I got. I got too many. I got too many. Too many people ain't focused. Too much drama. Too many people in your ear. Too many notifications. Too much social media. Just too much. And God said, I got the winning hand. Just take. Lord, can you just take what I got? Give me your hand. Tonight, I'm asking real leaders in here, real people that are leaders in your life, leaders in your family, leading in your community. I want you to talk to the hand. And I don't want to use my daughter, but I just got, why you stay so calm? She says, all along, I knew what I had. I think what's happening in ministries is leaders, we work so much for God. We work so much for church. We got to do this. We got to get ready. We forget what we got. Tonight, I know it's not popular. People don't like doing it. But the hand of God is on your life. You know that. Look at them say, the hand of God is on your life. But God say, when you have trouble, you stop talking to me. You don't have a relationship where you can talk to the hand of God in your life. It don't matter what you do. You can't deal with the drama in your house without the hand of God. Can't deal with the devils at your job without the hand of God. Can't deal with your finances without the hand of God. You can't do it. Tonight, all I hear God is saying to somebody, just asking you just to say, Lord, take what I got. Give me your hand. My hand messed up, but I'm thankful, God, I'm in your hand. I need some people here tonight that still believe in the hand of God. Still believe God can change it. Still believe God can fix it. Still believe God can turn it around. Still believe God can deliver you. And still believe God can make a way out of no way. Still believe God can press even when it's down to its last. In some kind of way, God seems to stretch it and push it. Anybody still believe in God's hand?
Hey, listen. There was a lot more church. We had a little churching. We had a little, you know, we went to church a little bit in there, but that's going to be our time for now. Listen, if you found this word helpful to you in any form or fashion, please, 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 please. This is our time of offering, our time of giving, our time that we ask you for your financial support. Obviously, it's not popular in a lot of churches, but I promise you this is good ground. Everything we do to try to better community, better this ministry, keep these things going on, keep these lights on. Obviously, we need your support. If you're not a tither, if you are a tither and you're part of the Place family, I want to tell you I appreciate and I thank you for your support as a tither. I also want to support I also want to thank everyone who gives, who just supports us from all over the world, different states, not just Florida, even people in Virginia who watches us. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. The gospel is free, but to spread it, it costs. The gospel is free, but to spread it and to share it, it costs. And so ultimately, we believe it's our commission here at the Place to spread the gospel in a unique way, because we believe the church is not where you go, it's who you are. So please support us at this time. I got one crazy announcement for you. It's going to be a little different. It's still going to get the same word on Sundays, but it's going to be a little bit different for the summer months. Okay?
And look up to him. Oh yeah. Watch God work it out. Watch God work it out. Watch God work it out.
So that started next Sunday. Not everything else still the same. We still have our things on Tuesday. You catch us live, Bible Lab on Wednesdays. Thursdays, think about it, Thursdays. I love y'all supporting that. But on Sundays, from here on out, we will be airing our live Sunday Night Live at 6:27. 6:27. Thank y'all again for worshiping with me. I know it's a little different. Next week, you will hear the worship unit again. That great upper room band. We'll be back rocking it. Just want to do something different this weekend. Listen, to the end, listen, stay prayed up. See you next week. I holla.
This is how we do it back home. Come on, say hey.